Good morning, everyone. Morning grain notes. We have corn up 1 3/4, 5.35 3/4. We have the beans up 9 to 12.56 1/4. Today we'll focus all the conversation on the bean market. We have some major size influences on the beans right now, so let's cover those quickly. And before we go into the discussion, I do want to point out that if you have the morning gray notes, please take the time to look over pages 2 and 3. I'll quickly discuss our influences, but seeing them on a chart is worth much more than just a verbal conversation about them. Seeing them on a chart really puts all our influences in a proper perspective. So here we go. Right now, overnight trade, we see beans up 9. That's obviously based on energies and palm oil again. That has been our short-term influence here and there, offering solid support. Crude is making a new move right back to the highs of the entire move, which the nearby crude is around $79 right now, almost hit 80 last night. So that is right up to highs for the entire recovery. So that is our main factor on influence last night. Also, on the supportive side, we want to look at palm oil. Again, for that market, we say that generally, palm oil is not anything to get too worked up about unless it makes a major move. Well, last night made fresh 13-year highs, so we would certainly qualify that as a major move and a reason why palm oil needs to be another market that we are watching while watching the bean influence. So take a look at the charts for those two markets here when you get a chance this morning. Now on the bearish side, major influences in beans. We know that the analyst estimate for new crop bean carryout for Tuesday's report is 300 million bushels. 300 million bushels, if that turns out to be our number on Tuesday, would be the largest number since October of last year. That is a major number. Our fair value calculated with 300 million bushel carryout puts November beans near $11 even. In fact, looking back at the last time carryout was 290 on that October report last year, the settlement on that day for the November beans was 1033 3/4. So obviously a 300 million bushel carryout being the largest carryout we've talked about in beans for a year is a major influence. So that's what we're looking at here in the beans. Again, we could discuss this and we could talk numbers, but the charts in the morning email really put it into a much better perspective than just chit-chatting about it here or talking over the phone. So if everyone just has a few minutes, take a look at those charts when you can. Quickly to talk cattle, we're still working on the 124 cash trade. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with a 124 cash trade. It is $1 over last week, and it does put cash trade right in line with where we were the previous 4 weeks. October now at 125.27 properly factors in the 124 cash trade. In fact, even maybe is a little bit above factoring in that cash trade. And in December, finishing at 130.10, that as well maybe actually even a little bit overbought, given that recently futures were $4 oversold. To say that cash or futures could go about $1 overbought right now, of course not too extreme. For cattle, there is one solid number we want to watch. 130.45 in December. On a chart, that would make the chart appear to be a true turnaround. So cattle guys, watch that number. The closest here today, again, that's 130.45 in December. We'll see what we get for influence on beans. Again, we have major influences on both sides, so we'll see what we get today. And most importantly, right in front of us is Tuesday's report. So if anybody has any questions or wants to place any downside coverage in the beans, give me a call today when you have time. Thank you.